Welcome back to Make You a Better Public Speaker. Today is lesson 74, and we're talking about how to use contrast within your speeches. Again, being an effective public speaker, especially a persuasive one, you need to have the kind of either or. If you do this, this will happen. If you don't do that, this will happen. You need to have this so you can show your audience kind of two different sides. So here are three ways to incorporate contrast within your next speech. Number one, it's going to highlight your key points. For example, you are a health nut, right? Health professional. To give a presentation on how to live healthy and exercise, what it can do for you. Now, some audiences, that's going to work fantastically. But people that are down the middle, you need to show them both sides. So if you run every day, this is what's going to happen to your body, and you're going to look amazing, you're going to be healthier. On the other hand, if you sit around all day and do nothing, you're going to look like this and have obesity, and diabetes, and heart disease. So you kind of have that extreme. It helps take the audience way over here, which they use this in politics quite a bit. But it's going to highlight your key points. And these key points, you want people to remember. So having an extreme contrast is going to make them stand out a lot more. Thus, when the audience goes away, they'll sit there, it'll be in their head months and weeks and years after your speech. Number two, maintaining engagement. Again, kind of going back with the audience, you want them to be entertained. So if you're talking about extreme contrast, what's going to happen is like, okay, global warming, right? Right now, the world is going, we're doing all this bad stuff. If we keep on going, the world is going to blow up and it's become a giant gas ball and we're all going to die and we're never going to do it. But if we do this, we can change that, right? You need to take an audience on a long journey this way with a negative extreme, right? Because it's shocking. Think about a horror movie, right? They have the music and it's do. It's taking them. And all of a sudden, the first few times, nothing happens, right? It takes them back over here. Oh, they're safe. Oh, they're in danger. Nope, they're safe. So you're trying to make them engaged. And you need to do that with certain extreme examples of what could happen if we don't do something, right? And finally, obviously the most important, whole reason why to use contrast is building a persuasive argument, right? Again, you want people to do something. You need a call to action. You're advocating for a cause, a change, right? So if you're talking about having single-use plastics, right? You have to go on a crazy extreme where how bad it's hurting the world, right? How bad it's killing sea life, how bad it's doing this, right? Do you want to keep on killing animals? Do you want to keep on doing this? This is what's going to happen, right? And then you're like, well, we can make a change. So then you take them back. Once we start cleaning up, sea life is going to be clearer. We're going to be healthier, less pollution, less trash. Our streets are cleaner. We're going to be happier, right? You use the emotional appeal for all of these aspects with the contrast. You're trying to get people to see two different sides. What happens if they don't do something and take action? What happens if they do something? Right? So contrast, you need these opposites to make people move and do something and persuade them. So three things to make contrast more effective in your speech. Right, it's going to highlight your key points, making them more memorable. Number two, it's going to maintain audience engagement. People are going to be paying attention to you at every move because you're taking them on this crazy journey. And number three, you're going to get people to take action because you're going to persuade them. You're going to build the persuasion. So go out there and use contrast within your next speech and become a better public speaker. See you next time.